Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're gonna go over the actual League of Legends fighter footage. This time we're gonna break it down because I was so excited. I was just talking about the game in general, but now I actually want to look at the footage, and it's kind of funny because I spliced together all the footage we're talking about for the game, and it's exactly 15 seconds.
It's footage enough, if you ask me.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. And I know, guys, this game's probably not going to come out for probably like 2 years or whatever, but I'm just still really excited for it. And I want to do this, man. I love breaking down footage in the first place anyways. So I guess with that being said, though, guys, keep in mind that everything you're seeing now, as it says on the bottom left of the screen, early development, this is pre-alpha. It's not even alpha yet. So all this is, of course, subject to change. I just kind of want to see the direction that they're going with the game, just to see, what it could end up being. What kind of, is it more Street Fighter? Is it more Marvel? That kind of thing. And we'll go over kind of mechanics and see how similar it is to Rising Thunder, which I didn't play much myself, but I have watched some footage, and I'll point out some similarities. If you guys see something, let us know in the comments below as well. So I guess the first thing, Miri, we should talk about is the stage, because this is the only footage we have that actually shows an actual stage, not like a training mode thing. And I mean, I'm not too crazy on all the different types of land in the League of Legends universe, but this is like I see this like Azure vibes or wherever he's from.
Yeah, this is Shurima's desert. You can see that's Shurima's symbol in the background. Like, I mean, for all the League of Legends players, they would probably know this from one of Azure's abilities, like you've mentioned it. So this is the desert stage, like Shurima. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be because of the symbol and because it's a desert. I don't know of any other deserts in the lore.
Right. And like his passive or whatever, when a tower goes down, he can put up the sun disk, right? And like you can see it right in the background, which is cool. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of those kind of hints and nods. Or I'm sure we'll have like Freljord, like a frozen, wasteland and so on. We're gonna have all those different types, right?
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And like some kind of like Piltover or and all those places, which is cool.
One thing that's worth noting is that it's a very bright stage. You can see the silhouettes of the characters very easily on the background. That's already good, because we already had experiences of other fighting games where some characters do blend in the background. So having a bright stage is already a good idea, I think.
It's true, and I'm sure this stage is really underdeveloped, because I'm sure there's going to be a ton of like cameos in the background of other League characters, or like the shopkeeper, or like minions walking around in lanes and towers.
Yeah.
But like that's actually a good point, because there are a lot of fighting. Like it's strange to talk about this because people don't think about this too much. It's like, how clear is it to see the characters, right? How is it the stage too cluttered, right? Are things in your way? And like we even have stages already that are like banned from tournaments and stuff. So it's good that hopefully they'll be thinking about that, because I'm sure they'll be pushing the esports hard on this game. But yeah, this is the only stage, Mir.
Yes, it's interesting that in the foreground we have the two characters, Hari and Darius, and they both have the same color palette. They're Darius is red, gray, I guess, it's not even black, and brown, and Ari is black hair, red. I guess that's cream color. I don't know. Like it's it's some kind of gray, basically, right?
Yeah.
So there's similar palettes in the sense that that's probably why they pop out so much compared to the background, which is just like sand color.
Yeah, beige and that. Yeah, that's true.
But it might have been a strategic choice to show them on this stage. But at the same time, I figured that if you have a green character or a blue character, they would pop out just the same.
That's true. I know it's funny you mentioned the colors too, because like League also has all these different color palettes for their default costumes and even their other costumes too. So I mean that's another thing they're one step ahead. They just take those and apply those colors into the game as well. It's pretty interesting. Okay, I'm sure people are like sick of seeing this one screenshot, the very first frame. But like I said, guys, we have 15 seconds of footage here. Okay, we need to really dissect this down.
Gotta make it last.
Yeah, I gotta make it last. So like, okay, well first, Darius is huge. he's huge, and I at the very first frame here, we see both characters are simultaneously doing an attack. And well, like Ari looks like she's winding up for a fireball, right? But Darius, he's doing like this very slow, like overhead looking attack, like very slow. Cause you see she's winding up, and look, Darius is still like, you know what I mean? Like it looks like he's doing some really mean overhead attack, and in Rising Thunder there are overheads, so it's definitely possible that Darius has like this long range like overhead swing attack or whatever. But there's not much I could say about that. And then Ari, she has a fireball. I found this interesting because Ari, she carries an orb in her hand, you know, like
Yes.
Manat. So I figured they would use that as like her normals, but no, she seems to be like melee type. That I don't see the orb, right, unless it's used as a special. But she's throwing like a ground fireball that travels along the ground like a Yori.
Yes, it's quite literally Yori's fireball. The animation is very similar to when she, she moves her arm in front of her.
Right,
You'll
so
see in a few frames.
it's not something I expected. Like, you know, when you try to like imagine what a League fighter would look like, what kind of moves Ari would have, this was kind of like unexpected. So that's interesting. I just wonder what their direction is. Are they trying to like think of a character that would be similar to a League of Legends character and try to like build around it? I'm not saying like Ari's gonna, you know, have command grabs and running grabs and stuff, but Rekkas, but I'm sure they're going to look at other fighting characters from fighting games and get some quick ideas, you know, inspiration.
Yeah.
I just find
technically Ari does have a move that's like multiple dashes and same move, so you know you could make that a Rekka.
That's true. Like her I think it's her ulti, right? Her Spirit Rush or whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember. So yeah, that it literally does look like a Yori's fireball, but it's gonna be interesting. I wonder if like you can high profile over it or whatnot, and you know, it's zoning, bro. I mean, it's gonna be so funny, dude, when new players are starting out fighting against for the first time and they have to deal with zoning. I wonder if Ari is gonna be one of those characters that drive people crazy at the start. Okay, let's keep moving, and then Darius, he gets hit out of here. I wonder if this outline, you know, signifies like a counter hit or whatever, or is it just the effect of the fireball itself?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so the next part of the footage here, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know if this is a grab or what.
This looks like, I think it's some kind of launcher, right? Because then he follows up with another move.
Right, yeah, I don't know if this is one like hand move or if it's a normal or whatever, but he like knocks Ari up in the air here. Oh, is this skip frame anything working? Oh, VLC is dying on me.
Yeah.
And he grabs her down like that, right? So I'm like wondering if like, hold on, what's going on here?
Yeah.
VLC, what's going on here? What's going on?
You have no control over VLC anymore.
Okay, there we go. Jeez, what the heck was that?
Okay.
The
We
VLC
spoiled
couldn't
the
take
rest
it.
of the footage.
Yeah, we spoiled everything. VLC just had a heart attack there for some reason. But like he grabs her down like his what's it called? Apprehend? And brings her back down. So like, you know, this is something that looks like an anti-air just by itself. But it's like canned, right?
This could be very similar to like Abel's Falling Sky from 354, you know? Like it could be used as an anti-air, yeah, but probably it's mostly for combo filler. You know, like you can see that he cancels the previous move into this. So maybe it's a normal canceled into this attack, right? Kind of like, you know, like just like Abel, right? Crushing Heart Punch to Falling Sky. This could be the same thing, right? Like that could be an attack that launches naturally, and then it's canceled into this move that snags the opponent out of the air, and it's a combo ender.
Right, and you notice that like when he grabs Ari, he like takes her really close to him. You know, like I'm going to assume Darius is going to be a character that wants to be really close to the opponent, and maybe he'll have like a command grab or something to threaten them with, where it's really scary when he's close. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, if it's anything like the actual League of Legends game, then Darius is definitely the bully kind of you know, character where you don't want to be near him because he's just very scary, so you want to keep him at a distance all the time. So I don't know, it could be the grappler of the game, like one of the grapplers.
Yeah, he could be. Like, I wonder if like is he a character that like he always trades well, or like what if he has like the bleed effect? That'd be really sick too. You know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, he has to have the guillotine, dude. He has to. Either it's a super or
That'll
whatever.
Be a super probably. I
Yeah.
assume, yeah.
He has to have it, man. It's his signature move. So like, yeah, that'd be super sick. If it was something where it's like a grab super or something, and that's like, oh, dude, I'm so hyped for this game, man. I can't wait. And Darius is, I'm glad Darius is one of the first characters they've shown off. Is that it? Yeah. So we see here, I included this footage. I didn't include all of like what's going on in the studio or whatever, but I just see some concept art. But I wanted to show this because it actually shows him doing a grab, like a close grab.
This is a throw.
Right,
sure.
Right. So it's either a normal throw or a command grab, right? And you see him like grabbing the character and then like bashing them and then kicking them away. And I figured, that'd be something. If this is a command grab, that'd make a lot of sense. It'd be intuitive with the move we just saw with that apprehend looking move from Darius, which is cool. Okay, now it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Mir, we're gonna go through like a 3-second clip, and there's so much to talk about here. It's like wild.
First thing we need to talk about, this guy's playing with a keyboard. Second thing we need to talk about, there's a thing to look at on screen, like with the UI and all, that we will not see later in another clip that you put in this montage, if you will.
Okay.
On the bottom left and the bottom right, there's symbols. They're different based on the character. For example, for Darius over there, I think that's his like trademark symbol, is the Noxian symbol or something like that.
Yeah.
And for Katarina, I don't know if those are her knives or whatever.
Or daggers or whatever.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. That could be, I don't know. Like that looks like some kind of special gauge. And later we'll see, another piece of footage from the training mode, and those are not there. So I don't know what those are.
Interesting.
I just wanted to mention it because we're not gonna see them later.
Okay, let's just start from the top because, like I said, there's so much to talk about here. So, the first thing is, yes, he's using a gamer keyboard. I should add. Right?
That's right.
And so, right off the hop, we already know, and this is very obvious, but we already know this game's definitely gonna have one-button specials. There's no doubt in my mind. It has to be playable on a mouse and keyboard, but specifically a keyboard, right? And I'm sure, like, it looks like from what his hands are, he's using like he might be moving with WASD, right? And not the arrow keys or whatever, and then he has his special moves at whatever, right? But it doesn't seem to be QWER. But I'm sure they'll have something like that. But at the end of the day, I'm really doubt they're gonna have motions. Maybe they'll have some characters with some motions, kind of like Ryu and Smash or whatever, with some extra reward. And they'll slowly introduce people to more complex characters. But for now, I mean, everyone has to be able to hop in on PC at the very least.
Or maybe stuff like Mortal Kombat, where it's not complicated motions in the sense it's not quadruple back, for example, but it's down and then back. So like it's easily executable on a pad or a keyboard.
Yeah, that's actually
another thing.
Yeah, it's a good middle ground idea actually too. That's a good middle ground idea. Okay, so let's talk about the UI real quick here. So like you said, we noticed that there's like some dagger looking thing here, and we noticed they're different. So I guess that shows us that it'll be kind of like BlazBlue, where maybe characters have different types of resources or things that belong to them, like mechanics, their own exclusive mechanics. I mean, like I said, we don't know what this means, but I mean, it shows that one is empty, so perhaps it's something like Ibuki, where Katarina like empties out daggers that she tosses or whatever, and she needs to replenish them. And then Darius, you see this meter starting to fill up as well. It could be bleed, it could be a bunch of things, right? Right, and then we have these bars here. Now, what's interesting is you'll see in the footage in a couple seconds here where Katarina does a teleport, like her Shumpo, and one of the bars disappears. Like it goes.
And she also glows yellow, by the way.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it shows that like these bars down here are some type of resource that's tied to their abilities. Like I thought, maybe it's a super meter, right? But perhaps these symbols here might represent their super meter as well, and it's just for style that it looks different per character. But I'm not sure.
Could be.
What's that?
No, I was just about to say it could be what you're saying, yeah.
Right. So like hypothetically, if this is like Rising Thunder, where it's 4 abilities and they're all on cooldown, perhaps it's just showing right now that Darius has 3 abilities that he can use right now, and one he just used recently and it's off cooldown, right? And then Katarina's just using up her 4th ability right now in whatever combo if she does that Shunbo.
Or it could just be that, let's say that some special moves, like maybe some moves you can do at all times, right? They don't have a cooldown, but then there's some unique ones that require meter, right? And those are basically and the meter is on cooldown, kind of like Mortal Kombat 11, right?
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that could be another way of doing it.
That's true.
Like some EX only moves that require meter, but I mean, we're of course we're just theorizing at this point. Yeah,
of course. And then in the middle here we see a symbol of, it shows like three guys, and it says 0. Like it's like it could be the amount of spectating. Yeah, make it like a lobby match, right? Something like that. Like why else would it be in the bottom middle? It definitely wouldn't be something like, oh, you have 3 people in your party. That wouldn't really make sense, but probably some kind of spectating thing. I can see a mouse cursor here, which triggers me. I don't know how you can play with a mouse cursor in the middle of the screen. That drives me crazy. I don't know why.
I mean, what about the fact that this guy has 3 mice on the bottom right?
Oh, I didn't even notice that mirror. Oh, that triggers me too. That triggers me too. I don't like the glasses near his keyboard too. That bugs me too. Makes me worried. Anyways, on the top here, nothing really crazy. We see like the amount of round wins, the life bar is the timer. I'm not sure what this yellow bar is. At first, I thought maybe it'd be a stun meter, but
it's rounds 1, isn't it?
Is it? I thought these empty bars up here represent like the rounds 1 on the top. This bottom one, yellow one, it's like near full, so I figured maybe it's like a stun bar or a guard meter. But I think
gauge.
Yeah, risk gauge, because I think like I see once we get closer in the footage, we see Darius, he like does some kind of instant block, and then I see the bar actually go up rather than go down, which is interesting. So I'm not really sure, but it's some kind of type of mechanic here. So
I see.
Yeah.
Also, on the left where it says 3 hits, it also says interrupt, which I assume is the game's counter hit.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the word interrupt makes a lot of sense too. Because like, counter could mean like punish. If you're somebody who doesn't play fighting games, like you countered him, right? But interrupt is a little easier to understand, right? Because you're, interrupting something.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. As they put some thought into the lingo, right, on the game as well. And what's going on right now, we don't actually, like, this is where the first frame of the footage, but it looks like Katarina is just ending a super. Like, it seems like that. Because you can see the camera is really zoomed in, and Darius actually takes a lot of damage when she recovers. Which is strange, because like I said, if this represented the super meter, then this would have been empty, right? If she was doing a super, for example. But she's doing something weird that's causing the camera. Okay, let's finally move forward here. Hopefully VLC player doesn't go crazy here. Yeah, see, it did like quite a bit of damage, and then the camera zooms back out or whatever. So the next thing is, I see him on the keyboard. He's like mashing a button to like quick recover with Darius. I'm assuming he's playing Darius. And then we see Katarina running forward. So there's 2 things we're seeing here, like a quick recovery on the left and Katarina running forward. And we even see the puff of smoke too to represent that. In Rising Thunder, there's also like running, or like they're robots, right? So they're like gliding forward, but it's still like a running thing. So right off the hop, this game is going to be pretty fast paced. Like it doesn't. I'm not going to say it's like anime fighter fast, or Marvel fast, but it's more like I guess KOF ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're not going to use Rising Thunder as an example to compare it to, I would say it's more KOF ish so far.
I mean, it even has Yori in it, so.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Hopefully, it doesn't have hops in it. I'm not a fan.
Oh, you don't like the motion, hey? The tap. That won't work with keyboard though, right? So they can't have it that way. I doubt they.
Yeah.
Can't
I guess
keyboard. Anyways, okay. So Darius quick recovers here.
Yeah, and he glows white a little bit, as you can see. Like probably to signify that he's still invincible.
Oh, right. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. And like I said, I don't see any type of resource with the quick recovery on like if he's using something to do something defensive like that. I don't see anything on the screen for that, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also, they didn't say technical or anything like that to show that it was a quick recovery.
Right. Exactly. And then real quickly here. Oh, I'm gonna have to rewind this. All my VLC's going nuts again. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens when you don't write a script. And the video just started over again. Okay. So we're running here. Okay, I'm gonna be careful with this frame skip. This frame skip thing is making it go out of control. So, then she teleports here. So she's using like her shampoo, and this is what I'm talking about. That yellow block, it's gone now. See, it's gray here. Yeah. And yeah, here's her shampoo, and this is kind of wild, Mir. Like already runs and teleports. Like this is like, you know, like
this is pretty interesting because like she teleports behind Darius. Yeah. Right. Kind of like Nash's trigger.
Yeah.
But then Darius is doing like I cannot tell if he is stunned or if he's doing some like wake up move and he's going backwards.
Right.
Because it looks like he throws a punch, but then he's doing it backwards, right? So I cannot tell if he got stunned and turned around and that was part of the enemy.
Right. Actually, yeah. I mean, look
if he's doing a wake up of some kind, like a wake up normal.
Right. Hold on. Let me desperately try to rewind this.
So that is interesting. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, just let me focus on Darius here. Yeah,
you see that he turns around, looks like he throws a punch.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, because it looks like another defensive attack too. You know, from the roll. It's weird.
Like a wake up backdash, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a weird looking backdash, though, if that's the case.
But the shampoo looks like it's not placed on the stage. More like it's proportional to where the opponent is, right? Like it'll always be like in front of him. Yeah.
Well, behind in this case.
Yeah.
Behind and then Darius moved away.
Yeah, and you can see Katarina. She's recovered already. You know, like
she's doing an attack on the way down.
Yeah, like it's very much like Nash's V trigger. You know, so like Katarina looks wild in this game because I mean, I like I said, the block is gray, so obviously there's a cooldown on this, but it looks very cool. Like the game is a lot more like wild than I thought it would be. You know.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much mobility, right? We're already seeing runs and teleports, you know, like right off the hop here.
Yeah. And then Darius does some kind of jab, like it looks like a standing jab of some kind.
Yeah, it's like butting with the handle of the axe or whatever. I don't think we see any crouching attacks, but I do see a crouching animation. So I just want to see like how many types of normal attacks there are and whatever. I think Rising Thunder, it's like light, medium, and heavy. And there's definitely crouching and cross-ups and stuff in Rising Thunder. So I'm just kind of seeing how deep the game potentially can be.
Yeah, there's the jab, and Katarina's jumping backwards.
Yeah, she like does the
neutral jump.
Oh, there's a crouch right there. Okay,
yeah.
So it shows
that could be the recovery of the jump. I don't remember how it goes. I think it might be.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. But her jump looked
as we progress.
That animation of her jump looked really good too, by the way. Like I said, it's pre-alpha footage. It's not like mind-boggling, but it does look pretty good. The animation does look pretty fluid. I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely was a crouch block. And then Darius does this.
Like, it's not a jump, right? It's not a jump, right?
No, I don't think it's a jump. I think it's a special move, but because like it would be a really strange arc for a jump, and he's doing something on the way up already, right? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, like what is that?
And then Katarina glows blue. I don't know if this is normal block or some kind of perfect block.
Right.
Right? Because usually in video games, like in fighting games where you can block, you don't glow blue when you block. It's only when you do something special. So I don't know. Maybe because they want clarity, they're just making you glow blue.
Yeah, maybe if let's say hypothetically, if this is not like a just defend or an instant block, maybe like they're making them glow blue just to give more clarity to the player that hey, you are stuck in block stun now, and when you don't glow blue, it's like now you're able to take an action.
Yeah,
perhaps.
Yeah, we can see before that when Darius got hit by the fireball, right? He had that red thing around him.
That red silhouette around him when he got hit by the fireball.
It could be a similar idea, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's true. And like as this attack with Darius, like he looks like he's attacking on the way up, but then he attacks on the way down as well.
It could be just a canned animation. You know, it could be like I don't know, well, not quite like Birdie's dolphin dive, but you know, similar in the sense that it's an attack instead of being a grab. Right? Where the entire animation's canned. I don't think it's a normal jump just because of how the animation looks. But maybe maybe it could be, I don't know, like it's a slow advancing move, but it's plus a block or something, right?
Yeah.
Something to get in close.
I think this is
maybe
the last.
Over fireballs.
Yeah, maybe that'd be cool. Like I don't know. Like either that or it's like uppercut that he recovers like mid-air and he's able to attack him like that. Oh no, is right. But yeah, one more thing to point out. Like I said, this yellow bar on the top here, it goes up when Katarina blocks. So I'll show it to you again. Just keep your eye on it because it's really weird. So he hits her. Watch, and see. Oh, it went down. Sorry, it goes down. So what's that about? Because
that could be a guard gauge then at this point.
But why would, like, it's on Darius's side though, and he's hitting Katarina. You know? So it doesn't make any sense. See, it's on Darius's. Yeah, so that's why I'm so confused. Like, what's that about? And hers is empty, you know?
Ooh, that's a good question then.
Right.
Let's see.
I'm confused.
Well, maybe assuming that is a just defend instead of being, a normal guard. Then that could be a way to dissuade attackers, like from just going unga bunga, because that bar, I don't know what that is, right? But assuming it's something valuable, if that bar goes down, then you don't want to get your attack randomly guarded. I don't know what it could be. I don't know. Could be his own guard bar, but that'd be strange that he's losing instead of.
Yeah, it is strange. Yeah.
Unless it's a stamina bar of sorts, in the sense that it's like, when your stamina bar is low, you cannot do special moves.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because maybe it is to stop some unga bunga. I mean, we already see Katarina; it's like empty.
Yeah.
But there's also another block ahead of it as well, in front of it. We have no idea what that's about too. So I mean, the HUD for this game is a little more busier than I thought it would be. In general, I thought it'd be very.
There's a lot of information right now.
And
you can see the timer too.
Right.
Of course, at the bill, we didn't mention it, but it's there.
Yeah, like I think, like I'm sure they're just kind of throwing a whole bunch of mechanics that they want to test out, and then just kind of like taking out ones they don't feel like are necessary in the end. I think they're just gonna do it the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just showed this little animation here just because I wanted to talk about, like, how the characters already look pretty good already. In general, it's kind of cool because they have to like look at these characters from angles that they're not used to seeing when they're rendering them, which is pretty cool. And I wonder if they get some more like references too from the artists and stuff, because they have some great artists that draw the artwork for these characters. Like, that's one really strong thing with the lead character. You see the artwork. It adds a lot of personality to the characters. All the artwork is awesome in this game. But like, we see some of these sticky notes on the bottom here, but I mean, I don't want to go full in depth on that. But
there's a weird drawing there. I don't know what it is. Seems like a scary nightmare on the bottom left. I don't know what that is.
Dude, it's probably like a Fiddlesticks super. Fiddlesticks animation. Okay, and then the last piece of footage here. So now we see Jinx, and she is doing some kind of uppercut looking move that knocks Katarina up.
As we were saying before, there's no icons on the bottom right and on the bottom left, like right next to them either.
Yeah, you know what, Mir? I didn't even notice that until you mentioned it just now. That's weird. So, are they showing, like... I mean, is the dude wearing the same shirt? Like, he's not wearing his headphones anymore. I'm just saying that, like, is this old footage? Like, is he playing
I think the energy drink has changed, too.
Right. Like, is this dude, like, playing different builds, like, every day?
It's possible. I mean, there's a date on the bottom right, but I'm not, like, good enough to see what that is.
Right. And you can see the Jinx icon is also, like, lazy because it's just her.
It literally ported from the game.
Yeah, it's ported right from the game, Katarina's looks original, so you can tell Jinx is just, like, kind of just starting to be worked on. And then all their cooldowns are full here, and then then Katarina's got a full yellow bar, and hers is empty too. So I'm still very puzzled by this bar up here.
Yeah, especially because it's clearly the beginning of the round. There's 90 seconds, right? So assuming it starts at, I don't know, like 99.
Right, that's another good point. Right.
It's right at the beginning of the round, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like maybe this is not anything. I don't know. Just throwing random bars up on the screen.
Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's like grid in Uniest. I'm not even sure that works.
I don't know. I don't know either, dude. But like, what if it's like if it's a super meter, but then like why is it going down when Darius does the attack? And notice the bar for Katarina. It's slightly bigger than Jinx's on the left and the right. It's like uneven. My OCD is just going off right now. Unless the bar...
It's because it's filling that extra space.
Right, it is. Now I see like, the white part of it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I should tweet out Tom and ask him like, what the hell is this bar, man? Like, what's going on? Yeah. Okay.
Well, here we see a combo.
Yeah, we see a combo. She's juggling with the minigun.
Air recovery. Like in a second.
All right.
We'll see air recovery.
Yeah. Air recovery, and I'm really surprised by this because that sounds complicated too for this kind of game.
Yeah. Well, I assume it's not mashing. Like I said, it's automatic. Like you drop out of the combo. That's it. Right?
But that's very
maybe
anime-ish.
It's just their way of dealing with juggles. Instead of having, juggle potential like in Street Fighter, it might be really confusing because some moves that juggle potential so don't, and you don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or having gravity like in Mortal Kombat, or like more knockback like in Tekken. Maybe they were like, okay, once you get, to a certain number of hits, your recovery time in the air is shorter and shorter until you can break out of the combo.
Right.
Because I don't think. Oh wait, no. I was just about to say maybe she spends that meter over there to break out the combo, but I don't think so. I don't think it goes down.
Well, also notice it shows the juggle here on the right. The amount of juggle hits is different than the combo because she started off with that uppercut or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably again a normal, like I don't know, crouching heavy punch or crouching heavy into that anti-air looking minigun special, and yeah, that was a simple combo. I will say the damage is pretty low so far.
Yeah, it looks really low, like really low.
Like if this is a combo that did 5%.
Yeah, that's like nothing, dude. Yeah, it's like nothing, but I mean, I'm sure they're just doing...
of course. Adjust it, I'm sure. But
yeah.
In this super ultra mega early build.
Yeah, definitely.
They're definitely experimenting with low damage.
I'm just gonna look at this guy's hand on the keyboard here and just see if he's mashing something to recover. I'm just curious. Okay, VLC doesn't care again. Come on, VLC, work with me.
Doesn't seem like it.
I don't know if he's playing Jinx though.
That's another good question.
But it was subtle. It was subtle. Like he didn't really mash on anything. Like he was. It looked like it did recover automatically. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that even though the combo's this short, you still get to air recover in the middle of it. Right? It's literally three juggle hits, right?
I think Jinx will be. Jinx will be really interested in this game because she'll be like a stance switch character, right? Because she's got the Gatling gun and that shark rocket.
And the rocket launcher.
Yeah. So I mean, both are like. See, like it's funny because in League of Legends, the minigun is supposed to be like your close range attack, right? But in a fighting game, they're both long range weapons, So.
Well, I mean, unless it could be that she always has the minigun out, and then the rocket launcher is a special move.
Yeah,
like throwing out fireballs, right? For example.
Oh, it'd be annoying if it was like Sector with like guided rockets coming towards you or something. That'd be super annoying.
Crazy.
Yeah, that'd be super annoying.
What about the super mega death rocket?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be the entire screen?
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's true. That'd be super cool. I love that ultimate.
In this game.
Yeah, I love that ultimate so much. Yeah, so I mean, like the amount of space she covers too with this minigun looks super annoying. Even though, despite the damage being so low, it looks like something like just tough to deal with in
I
general.
mean, if I were to make assumptions here, I would assume that all the marksmen, that's how they're called right now in League of Legends, all the range characters, like with range weapons and stuff, they're probably gonna be the zoners of this game. I assume, right? Like they usually play hit and run in the actual game as well, right? Because they're relatively weak defensively and they have high damage, right?
Right.
So I assume that since they have range, they will be more like zoners, right? I figure. And then Darius being a juggernaut, a bruiser, is more like the bully, like close range, really high damage, and like defensive capabilities. High health. Maybe we don't know if the characters, of course, have different health in this game.
Right.
Darius could be the grappler of this game. Ari, I don't know. Ari,
Well, like looking at Katarina, like Ari and Katarina, like both the mid laners, like Katarina, she looks pretty complicated, honestly. Like she's mobile. She looks like she has some kind of dagger resource, right?
Yeah.
And like I said with the teleport, and then we have Ari with this low ground fireball projectile attack. I mean, I feel like maybe the mid laners will be a little bit more complicated in the middle, where they're not just clear cut zoners,
Yeah, Katarina is more of a. I mean, it's an assassin in the game as well, right? Well, I guess she's a pretty special assassin, but yeah, even then, she'd probably be more of a rushdown character, as we've seen, right? She can teleport behind the opponent, so maybe something like Ibuki, where it's tricky mix-ups, having specials in the air and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And Ari, since she's a mage, she's still like very, very much assassin-like, but more of a mage, right? Casting spells.
Right.
Then she'll have some range in the form of fireballs, and like in League of Legends, she has a charm move that stuns the opponent and forces them to move towards her, right?
Yeah.
So that could be, for example, I don't know, combo extension tool, right? Maybe you burn a bar and the opponent's briefly stunned, and you get to jump in or something.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like there's many things that could work like that.
Yeah, it's true. It's cool. Like it's cool that like you are able to try to keep the characters' personalities intact from League of Legends and put them into a fighting game and figure out how to get their moves to work and make sense. But I think it's very doable so far. I mean, it's gonna be a lot more complicated in the future if they're trying to get like almost every character in the game, right? Especially like the the Yordles or other weird characters, but.
Characters like Darius and Garen will definitely be easier to implement, because Darius has a move that cuts you, then another move that cuts you, one that grabs you, and then another one that cuts you really hard. So
we need like a stage. We need a stage with a bush for Garen to hide in.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be an Easter egg at some stage, right?
Just guaranteed.
Bushes in the background.
Guaranteed. Okay, guys. I think we've stretched this as long as we possibly can on 15 seconds of footage without driving you guys crazy. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm gonna do a bunch more videos on this game. You'll see them every now and then. I'll bust up some more videos. I definitely want to keep talking about this game until hopefully we get some more. They said they're going dark for a while, but hopefully we'll get some more footage to talk about. Let us know in the comments below, guys, what you think so far about the game. Anything you guys noticed that we didn't notice, and what do you guys think about this yellow bar up here? What do you guys think that actually is? But yeah, Amir, like I said before, man, I'm super excited for this game. I can't wait to see how it turns out when we see more footage in the future.
Oh yeah,
from
for
Tom,
sure,
man.
for sure. Especially because it's how can I put it? It's a setting that we know already, or at least people that played League of Legends know about. So all the characters are gonna be familiar in a way or another.
I know, man. Like
it's gonna be interesting to see how they translate to fighting game.
I know. Like we all grew up playing this game, and seeing it evolve, and it's still evolved to this day. I mean, like League is so different now too from like when I last played. So I'm super hyped to see what they do with this fighting game. It's got so much potential. But yeah. Okay, guys. Till next time. Take care, everyone. Peace out.